same question in a way that I began with Harriet. Would you be encouraging women to go forward? Do you believe in the system itself? Do you believe that it can be a solution to the violence that you've described and the situation that the women who come to you find themselves in?
In order for the system to assist us, they would first have to see us, and then they would have to listen to us. And because we're not invited to the table to even speak, then I have no confidence that I can send somebody of African heritage to the police, to the court system, to any of the mainstream services and receive equal help. I mean, that's just not going to happen. And what we're not going to do at Sistah Space is pull the wool over the women's eyes. We're not going to do that. We think what needs to happen is training. And this training has to be delivered by us, because nobody knows more about us than us. And again, this BAME thing where anybody who isn't white middle class can speak for Black women and for every other group, that's a problem. BAME is a discriminatory term that needs to be abandoned. And until we are invited to the table as equals, because when I look, I don't see anybody that looks like me, speaks like me, or knows anything about my background. Therefore, why would I have confidence in a system, even the violence against women and girls, the WAG system?
Yeah.
There's racism as well.
So Harriet, if I go back to where we started, is it the lack of representation within the police forces themselves? I mean, whether it's about ethnicity or whether, I mean, when you describe misogyny, I would have assumed that there are women working in these departments who are dealing with the victims of sexual violence. Isn't that happening?
There are women dealing with victims of sexual violence, and I'm sorry to say that in some of the cases I described to you earlier, the people who were, in one case, mocking an account given by a rape victim was a woman. I think Ngozi's absolutely right. We see still reflected in the police what we see in society, which is this notion of the right type of victim. She's white, she's middle class, she behaves in a socially acceptable way, she doesn't walk by herself on the street at night. And unless a rape victim or any woman who's a victim of any kind of violence fits into that category, as things stand, in my experience, the chances are she won't get the justice that she deserves from the police at the moment.